Hey everybody, Julia Thie here. I wanted to talk with you today about the ability to act, the ability to be motivated and to actually have that step in between having the idea or the knowledge and the actual ability to take action. Now, a lot of you have downloaded the New Health Manifesto, 10 Secrets to Activate Your Fountain of Youth, that I wrote, and that makes me very happy. And with that, if you've already downloaded it, you received a bonus action planner, a workbook to get into action and to actually make real the concepts in the manifesto. So what I wanted to pull out of the manifesto to help you with your action planner, the space between the idea and the action, let's go to the secret of oxygenating your skin. Now, what does that really have to do with action? But I wanted to share with you a concept in Chinese medicine that the energy of action is one of many actions that you have, one of many energies that you have. And it's actually one of my favorites because it has no limits. It's just kind of full forward. And it is the energy of your liver. It's the energy of the wood element. So the liver in your body is in charge of pulling things apart, transforming them, and moving. So the creation of things and the taking action on things has a lot to do with this free-flowing energy that's full of ideas and will just keep going if not limited. And what does that limitation feel like? Now, there's a time and a place for limits, but when it's a limit where that energy needs to get going, like you say, okay, I want to do something healthy every day at 8 o'clock. I want to do this exercise that Julia is going to show me. And what happens when you're laying there and you look up at your clock and it's 8:15 is a feeling of frustration, sometimes anger, a self-berating. And this is the energy of what we call energy stagnation. And where that comes in, it comes in from the sides. And that's why I'm doing this kind of full picture here, because I want to show you this exercise, but also to know that the energy that constrains you comes in from the sides of your body. And that's why you get temple headaches, top of the shoulders, get that constricted feeling in your ribs, sciatic pain going down the sides of the legs. And all this is to say that it feels like a cage. And your body's inability to be able to be free. And so what happens to the body is it starts to tell you through these symptoms that it's being overly constricted. Now, a simple way to get out of that is to oxygenate your skin. And one of my favorite activities to do is actually the warm-up I do before my energy cultivation exercise, and it's called tapping. And many of you, if you are living maybe on the West Coast and you see people out in parks in the morning and you'll see people doing these, Tai Chi and things like that, before they begin, they probably do some tapping because it brings the energy to the surface. The liver energy or the wood energy acts through your breath. Your breath will move this energy. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm actually going to unplug my microphones because if I try and tap with this on, it might sound like a hurricane. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. What you'll do is a loose fist. It's not a banging on the head. It's more of a loose strike with the front of your knuckles. And where I want you to begin is across your body, right over your rib cage. And of course, this should not hurt, but you feel it sort of stirring you, stirring things up And what you're doing is moving your lymph and your blood to the surface. And as you're doing this, just try not to breathe. It's impossible. You have to breathe. And that's part of why this feels so good. And so I'm tapping across my ribs very gently up into my underarms. And I'm almost involuntarily breathing. And then, so I've got the sides of my flanks. This one I love to do, especially at work, if you stand at work. Tap the sides of your hips. So everything is soft and gentle. I'm not being rigid at all. And as I'm doing this, I can bend down, or if you have trouble bending forward, you can bring your leg up to you and tap the side of your leg. Because now I'm going. I'm feeling tingly, active. Now the other thing you can tap with is the front of your fingers. So let's go ahead and tap over the sides of the ears. And there's a sound that tapping makes that makes you know you're doing it correctly. This is really good for your scalp and hair. This is oxygenating your skin. And when you bring your hands down, ask yourself, do I now have the energy to act? Have I freed up my body so that I can actually move forward with what it is I want to do? Do I have a clear vision and have been able to make a decision about what I want? These are all activities, ideas, concepts that belong to this part of your body and this part of your energy. I invite you to move forward, act, and work on your action planner, and let's get it going. Thanks a lot for listening and watching, and tap every day.